Hello everyone, and welcome back to another P20. Today I'm going to be talking to you about managing stress in college. So what exactly is stress? Well, stress is the feeling of tension both physically and mentally, usually brought on by something that makes you feel overwhelmed by emotion. Some general causes of stress, especially for college students, could be financial obligations such as having to pay for books, tuition, and other materials like calculators or anything like that. Another stress that could be caused is having to pick a good schedule that will work with your job or just work in general with how you can manage to keep up with it. Another stress is also having to work. A lot of college students have to manage both work and going to school, so that could be a little bit stressful. There's also the stress of making sure that you're on track to graduate. It's very stressful to do that. And I think the most difficult part of managing stress in college is that there's different stresses throughout the college semester. So like on the first day of college, the biggest stresses are like not knowing where to go for class, also not knowing what to expect, and having to meet new people. That could be pretty stressful. And especially for me, I know that I stress getting into a new routine. I'm very much a creature of habit, and when I'm not in a routine, it really stresses me out. And then the stresses of midway through the semester are usually trying to keep your grades up because you've started to slack a little bit, studying for any exams because exams are starting to come up, and also maintaining the balance between social life and school. Again, also working, and technical issues with different things like Canvas or any sort of technical issues with computers can be pretty stressful. And of course, the end of the semester, you have to start thinking of what classes you are needing for the next semester and what if the grades aren't good, and also the biggest stress, which is finals. And then there are ways to manage this kind of stress. Number one would be don't take on more than you can handle. It sounds like a really good idea at the beginning to take more classes so that you don't have to take them later, but ultimately by mid-semester it becomes a big stress and a big pain in the butt. Also, keeping a positive attitude. It's really easy to think negatively about things, and I know I find myself like that all the time. But when you keep a positive attitude, I've found that stress levels go way down. Number three, focusing on things you can control, which are just doing the best you can. And number four is trying to accept the things that are out of your control, like technical issues. When things are due, you can't control those things, so you got to make the best out of it. Number five is remembering to always do things that make you happy. It's easy when you get into the jumble of homework and tests and stuff to just hunker down and don't do anything, but you got to do things that make you happy. Number six would be self-care, taking time for yourself, making sure you're eating well, and sleeping an appropriate amount of time. Number seven would be if you find yourself struggling to talk to someone, friends, um, parents, anybody that can help you feel better about it. Um, Number eight would be getting the help when you need to. So talking to counselors about your stress, anything that would make you feel better. And number nine, and the most important one, is making sure you're communicating with your professors. They do not know what's going on unless you tell them what is going on. So one major thing to remember is to take advantage of resources that the university has to offer. Places like the Writing Center and the Tutoring Center can help a lot academically and reduce a lot of the stress. The Writing Center is a great tool if you're not very fond of writing. It can take a lot of those stresses away of writing. And the Tutoring Center offers great advice on how to study better and just everything. Every single college student is going through the same things. So you are not alone in the way you feel, and everybody will get through it and graduate, and it will all be good. So thank you everyone for listening to this P20 presentation. I hope you'd enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.